Dear students, this is Megha Pantre. Hope you are fine and taking good care of yourself. Today we will start with our new subject, social science, and new chapter, lesson number 2, what is around us. Now I will continue with the explanation. The name of the chapter is what is around us. Now what is around us? From the picture itself you can easily make out. The earth is made up of 4 systems or spheres. The biosphere, life, lithosphere, land, hydrosphere, water, and atmosphere, air. On earth, land, water, air, and life interact with one another. As humans, we are also part of this interaction. There is a fine balance between these 4 systems. If the one balance becomes altered, it has an effect on all the others. So, now, Dhanvin was roaming in the garden with his mother. While walking, a question arose in his mind. Dhanvin asked his mother, "What is land made up of?" His mother replied, "Do you see the sun every day? The sun has a family which is known as solar family." So this is the family, sun's family. Our earth is one of the member of the solar family, and here one of the member. The most important point is that the earth among all the members of the solar family has got the suitable temperature, water, and air to sustain living beings. Generally, it is believed that part of the sun which has been detached from the sun after the collisions is earth. At the time of its origin, it was in the form of a fireball. This is the fireball at the time of its origin. This fireball started to cool down slowly. Many elements of the earth got transformed into liquid and further into solid form. During this process, the elements which got transformed into liquid and further into solid form. During this process, the elements which got transformed into solid are known as lithosphere. The elements which got transformed into liquid is known as hydrosphere. The elements which got transformed into gases is known as atmosphere. Above all, the living world which developed due to land, water, and atmosphere and air came to be known as biosphere. So in this way, the 4 spheres came into existence. Now, first of all, we will continue with what is lithosphere. Now, the sphere on which we live is known as lithosphere. The upper layer of the earth is called lithosphere. Litho means rock and sphere means layer. The upper layer of the earth is made up of soil and solid material. So these are the material which is made up of. Approximately 29% of the surface of the earth is covered with lithosphere, and around about 29% of the earth is covered with lithosphere. The thickness of the lithosphere is not the same everywhere on the earth, and the thickness of the earth is not same everywhere. Similarly, their interior and exterior do not have identical physical features. It is mostly made up of substance like soil and rock. And mostly the substance which is made on the outer layer of the earth is of soil and rock. Landforms like mountains, plateau, plains and valleys are seen on the lithosphere. So these are the different names of the lithosphere. The temperature increases as we move towards the center of the earth. As one moves towards the center of the earth, the temperature rises. The molten rock in the interior of the earth is known as magma, because here at the center we get the magma, and because of that reason the temperature rises. There are many gases present in the interior of the earth, which rises up with pressure and heat, and because of these gases it also moves towards the upper part. But the pressure of the rock on of the surface of the earth is equally strong. Thus, the balance between the two is maintained. So because of this reason, the balance of the two is, the pressure is equally maintained. So the crust of the earth does not break. When the balance between the two is not maintained, what happens? The crust break and a volcano erupt. And at this point of time, the volcano erupt. Now we will move on with the hydrosphere. What is hydrosphere? Now let me talk to you about hydrosphere. Now hydrosphere is a liquid component of the earth. It includes ocean, seas, lakes, ponds, rivers and streams. And these are the water bodies. On the surface of the earth, the area of water is more than that of the land. Here on the globe also you can make out the percentage of water is more than that of the land. On the surface of the earth, the area of water is more than the land. Hydrosphere covers about 71% of the earth's surface. A water body is hydrosphere that carries a huge amount of water is known as ocean. So these are the number of oceans which covers maximum number of water. These oceans are the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean and the Arctic Oceans. All these oceans are connected with each other. All these oceans are connected with each other. The water bodies close to the land are known as seas, bays, straits, gulfs, etc. And when these water bodies are close to the land, known by different names. The ocean of the earth are huge and deep. And these oceans are not only huge but deeper. Valleys with depth of 10 to 11 kilometers are located at their bottom. The ocean bed have similar features like that of the surface of the earth. It has mountains, plateaus, vast plains, valleys, etc. Now, the oceans contain 97% of the total amount of water. Approximately 1/3 of the remaining water is trapped in ice cap and glaciers, and 1/3 of the water is covered in ice caps and glaciers, the poles, both the poles, North Pole and the South Pole, Arctic and Antarctic Circle. The 1/3 of the water is being trapped in the form of ice caps and glaciers. At the poles, Himalayas and other mountains. Some water is accumulated in the lake and some flows in the river and some is stored in the interior of earth as groundwater. Now this is the fresh water, picture of fresh water trapped in ice caps and all. And some water is accumulated in the lake and some flows in the river and some is stored in the interior part of the earth known as groundwater. The amount of potable means fit to drink, water is very less. Fresh water is precious. This fresh water is required by living beings for their existence. The moisture for rain, which is the main source of fresh water, comes from the oceans only. Valuable chemical, minerals, salt, fishes, etc. are found in the seas. So these are the number of things which are also found in the sea. As we have as we have living organisms on the land, in the same way, seas and oceans have aquatic life inside them. So these are the aquatic life where you find inside the water. The tremendous force of waves, tides, and current of oceans are potential source for generating electricity. And here, the water, the waves also have the large potential to generate electricity. Besides, these oceans are also useful as waterways, not only for the electricity, but can also be a good source of transportation. This is where we finish with this chapter, and we will talk about atmosphere in the next video. Thank you.